So hey there, Spurs Talk, and welcome back to another video. And today everybody, we're going to be talking about Vector Wembanyama's 50-point performance yesterday. Is he only going to get better from here? Let's find out. So without any further ado, let's get the video started, guys, and here we go. So let's get the video started right now, and here we go. Yeah, everybody. I have an article here by Alamo talking about Victor Wembanyama's 50-point performance yesterday, and also I'm gonna read the article first and give my opinion and everything after too. So yeah, guys, let's go and read the article by Alamo right now. So let's do that right now. So here we go. Um, Here, let me just go and get rid of this real quick. There we go. Okay, and then this article, like I says, by Pounding the Rock, and it says right here, Victor Wembanyama dropped 50 points in the Spurs win over the Wizards. The big man put together a dominant performance to log his first 50-point game and led the surging Spurs to a win. Okay, guys, and let's go and start the article and let's see what they had to say about the Victor Wembanyama's performance. So let's read it. Here we go. Victor Wembanyama had one of the best games of his young career on Wednesday, scoring 50 points to propel the Spurs past the Wizards. Washington was down big on both halves, but fought hard to make it close before falling 139 to 130. That was the final score from last night's game. Um, the sign said that it would be a high-scoring night for the Spurs, and Wembanyama were there from the start. As he opened up the game with 3 consecutive outside shots, Victor's hot streak from beyond the arc continued on his two-way dominance and was palpable early. The big man was patrolling the paint, and Stephon Castle was being disrupted on the perimeter, which stunned the Wizards' offense that struggled to execute. San Antonio got a 16-point lead at one point in the opening frame, but unfortunately the second unit couldn't keep it. And yeah, guys, that's also been a problem here throughout the season too. When Spurs have leads and everything, they're not able to maintain the lead and grow from it from there, because the opponent team is able to come back and tie it. But the Spurs have been able to, get the lead back and win games. So that's a good thing there too. Let's keep on reading. The bench had a few shots, but lacked shot creation, with Devin Vassell struggling and was abysmal at times on offense. Yeah, last night though, as I saw, because I was doing the live stream yesterday too, Devin Vassell was kind of struggling with his shot selection too. But he was able to put up some free throws and do some other things that helped the team win. So that's another good sign too for Vassell too. And was abysmal at times on offense, letting the Wizards back in the game. Jordan Poole got hot and the jumpers were falling for Washington, which only trailed by one after the opening 12 minutes. Yeah, in that second quarter, the Wizards started to get hot and they came back. And I think at one point they took the 3-point lead, but then the Spurs were able to tie it at the half with a 3-pointer by, I think it was Castle that hit the 3-pointer. I'm not too sure. And then it goes on saying this. Wembanyama continued being a monster on offense, but struggled to contain Jonas Valanciunas in the second quarter. The two big men went at each other, with Wemby hitting threes and driving on the slower Valanciunas, and the Lithuanian center using his weight, strength, and touch to grab offensive boards and score inside. The Spurs were still in control and created some separation when Valanciunas went to the bench, putting points on the board on cuts and timely drives, but once again, the defense left a lot to be desired with Victor on the bench, and the Wizards made the most of it. What happened in a lopsided matchup earlier turned into a close game in which San Antonio eventually lost its small lead and had a 3-pointer in the last second to tie it at 67 going into the break. It doesn't say who shot the 3-pointer on here, but like I already said, the Spurs were able to tie it going into the break because the Spurs were down 3 before that happened. The Spurs saw one of the best teams in the third quarter of the season live up to their reputation by creating a massive separation in that frame, but it took a while. Wembanyama continued to dominate, but Jordan Poole had a good game too. I think he finished with 42 points for the night, so yeah, he put up a lot of points. Yeah, last night too. But Jordan Poole and the other Wizard shooters were getting looks and not wasting them. Stops were hard to come by, and when Wemby headed to the bench, San Antonio was only up 6. The second unit, which struggled earlier in the game, stepped up at the right time, to put together a great stretch that allowed the silver and black to go up by 21. The defense was responsible for the push as well, which was a pleasant surprise on a night which both teams didn't do a good job of disrupting each other's offenses. When Wembanyama had 43 points heading into the fourth, and everything seemed in place for a blowout win for the Spurs. Okay, and then this is almost the end of the article here. Um, the Wizards had other plans. Wemby got his 50-point game and San Antonio was ahead by 19 when he checked out, but the comeback attempt started so soon after. Yeah, the Wizards came back again and they were able to keep it close. I think. Poole kept getting to the rim and at will, and he found two other teammates who refused to give up. Valanciunas and Corey Kispert. Washington quickly got the deficit down to 10, which forced Mitch Johnson to, I think, to call timeout and then send the starters back in. And they took care of business, but not without a few scares. First, Chris Paul showed signs of pain as he held his wrist after a tough fall following the drive. Yeah, I saw that too last night. But I think everything's okay though. But I'm not surprised if Chris Paul doesn't play tomorrow against the Lakers. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully it's not too serious with that wrist though. But it turned out not to be that serious. Second, the Wizards got close as down 6 points after a couple of misses from the line that kept the door open for the upset. Unfortunately, the Spurs prevailed despite making the end of the game more suspenseful than it should have been. Okay, and that's the end of the article there. Okay, and I guess now my opinion, talking about Wemby's performance and everything too. I guess Wemby's only gonna get better from here because I think the other night, who did we play the other night? I know it was Wizards last night. The game before was the Kings. The game against the Kings, Wembanyama shot 34 points too on that night. So I think Wembanyama starting to get his offense going too, because the defense been there all season long for him too as well. But now his offense starting to get together. His 3-point shots are starting to fall too. I think last night he had he made eight 3-pointers, I believe. So yeah, that's a good sign to see there too. Because for the first part of the season he's been kind of struggling from the 3-point line, but he's starting to get better in that category there too. But yeah, guys, this is good. Some good signs to see for the Spurs too. Also another note I guess I would say is the turnovers. I think Spurs only had like 7 turnovers for the game. Let me double check. I'm gonna make that Spurs had 9 turnovers to the to the Wizards 18. So that's another good sign to see there in that category there too. So that means they're taking care of the ball. Then they're not turning the ball over too much, because I think compared to the Kings, compared to the Kings game, we had 18 turnovers. So, but we still won the game, but we still had 18 turnovers. And then what about the Jazz? I know we lost against the Jazz too. We had 20 turnovers, so Spurs did a lot more better in that category there too last night as well. But guys, I should like to talk about the article for what you guys today too. Just let me know your opinions and everything down in the comment section down below. That was a fun game last night too, and it almost went down to the wire. So because the Spurs only won by 9. But yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you can see all my future videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Spurs, go! Thank you and goodbye.